Hello guys and welcome back to more Addicted on the Force 9's YouTube channel. Today is the Boxing Day fixture. We've got a Derby County sandwich in between two slices of Huddersfield bread. Because strangely, we faced Huddersfield twice in the space of a little over a week. And it's really, really odd. And I've never seen it happen before, I don't think. So it's kind of odd. Our last live commentary, we beat Millwall in the derby, went 1-2-1 at the Den. We're still unbeaten. We've only lost one championship game all season, and that was at Barnsley, and we're out of the League Cup. They're the only two competitive fixtures we've lost, but we have drawn a lot of games. As you can see, we had 4 draws in a row off screen before beating Huddersfield at home in the first of 2 ties. Looking at the table very quickly, we were top last episode, and Norwich failed to beat Fulham, which meant that we stayed top. But the 4 draws since then mean that we have slipped off a bit, and Norwich are now 5 points ahead of us. Bournemouth 2 points ahead of us, and Cardiff on level on points with us. They have a little bit of a superior goal difference. As you can see, we've actually drawn more games than we've won. We have won 10 games, we've drawn 11 games. We lost just the 1, but those draws are costing us points. You know, when that costs you 2 points per match and you're drawing as much as I am, that really does add up. Down at the wrong end of the table, Bradford, Derby, Brighton. Still in the teens in terms of points, but, you know, plenty of time for them to get back up there. There's only 5 points from safety at Bradford, and anything could happen. We're only just about halfway through the season with this Boxing Day game. So we'll see what happens. So let's go to the schedule and look at the games that we played off screen. So we started off at home against Burnley, relegated from the Premier League, of course. And we waited until the 70th minute for a goal in this match. Boyd got injured, and he was replaced by McManaman. Djokovic came on at half time, and he got the first goal in the 70th minute. Tukidin has actually had a fantastic few games, and he's got a lot of goals. He got a goal off the bench and got a 7.1. Looking at his ratings, apart from that 6-2, you know, he's been getting a lot of goals, and a lot of them off the bench. Turning a bit of a super sub for us, you could probably say. So that's the 2 goals there. I'm supposed to be showing these on. Of course I am. You're an idiot, Andy. Yes, you are. So I said this on my update video on Sunday, and I said it in my Lazio video that I uploaded the other day, that I'm going to be cutting my my save videos down to just 2 on each a week, and doing an extra video on Sundays, which will be Simulation Sundays, which you can look forward to soon, or Scenario Sundays. I'm just kind of still deciding on the name for that. So you can expect 2 videos to just tell you that the content has been slightly cut down a bit. So this was the first goal, 70th minute, his Pusic for Burnley, and it eventually came to Djokovic. Gomez failed to clear it, and Djokovic got the goal. Laura is actually our new signing, has done really badly. He was asking for first team football, but he hasn't done well at all. He had actually done really poorly. This was our goal then. Vermeer with a throw in to Laura's. Finds Tukidin with a header and this shackle. And then, well, that was a bit of a worry for him. Ben Mee to Marnie, to Pusic, to Djokovic. And then here's a that was a poor pass on Yewu to Barrow, to Laura's, to Jackson, to Barrow, Laura's, into Tukidin, open goal. Keeper was well off his line there, not quite sure what he was doing. Tukidin gets the goal off the bench. Good stuff for him. Next game, away against Wigan. Drew this 2-2. 4 goals came in the second half. Andy Delort with a brace for Wigan, 62 and 67 minutes. Tukidin with another goal. He did start this game. I awarded him with a start after his goals from the bench, and he scored in the 73rd minute. And then Chuli equalised in the 82nd minute. So we were 2-0 down, and we came back for a draw. So that's good to see. Chuli got a 7-4. So our substitutes here were great. Harriet did well. Chuli did well. Man of the match though was Delort with his 2 goals. But this wasn't a terrible game. You know, Loris, as I said, had a bad game. Gudmundsen's been a bit hit and miss as well. So hopefully these guys start picking up their form. And Gomez had a poor game as well in defence. Didn't have the best of times. So look at these goals. So this was an hour in, and this was their first goal, and it's Delort with the scorer of both goals. So here is the first one. There goes a ball out to Sean Maloney on the right, Onyewu clears it away, but it comes back to Taylor. And then there's McCann and Kvist. And McCann. And Maloney. And then there's the header by Delort. And it was that guy that Gomez was holding a bit of a knock. So no, it's Onyewu, sorry. So Onyewu was carrying a knock, and Gomez was playing badly. So I think that's why we conceded 2 goals. Because the mixture of injury and poor form were not in our favour. So this was the second goal. Here's Forshaw for Wigan. Excuse me. And then here's Riera. And then Kvist. And Forshaw. Sorry, I'm yawning. Here's Delort. Kvist. McCann. How many passes were in this goal? Riera to Delort. Riera again. There's the ball. Don't know how he controlled that really bizarrely, but then managed to score. That was 2-0. But then we got a couple back and made it 2-2. So the first goal from Tukidine, we'll see that any minute now. Here we go. Henderson with a goal kick. And at this time, you start going for you start going to overload sort of thing. We had a couple of chances in this match. Not a great deal of shots on target. Wigan had a few efforts of their own. Had a number of clear-cut chances, so they really should have put this game to bed and taken advantage of our defensive frailties. Joe Gomez with the ball up to Tukidine, and then Cousins to Harriott. And Harriott puts Tukidine through, and well, he unleashes a shot there and beats the keeper. So Harriott with the assist there from the bench as well. So it's good to see that. I think that's the reason why we scored goals, because the player that was out on the left, Gudmundsson, just hadn't been doing that. Strikers were feeding off scraps. As with the second goal, then Morgan Fox with the header, and then another header, and McCann this time finds Forshaw, and then Delort overhits it a bit. Joe Gomez clears it down the left flank, and then here's Ramis and McCann and Kvist. Then there was a poor pass. Chuli to Tukidine, and then Barra, and this is where we start pushing forward. 82 minutes in, almost played. Harriott with another cross, and 2 assists from Harriott from the bench. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Chuli with a header, his 3rd goal of the season. So that's 2-2. Our next game, this was a 4-4 draw. And I keep saying, I think I'm doing live comms of the wrong games. This was a 4-4 draw at home against Fulham. And I think we led 2-0 and we led 3-1 in this match. Modo Barra scored in the 8th minute. Tukidine with his second straight start, 25th minute goal, made it 2-0. Woodrow pulled one back for Fulham, making it 2-2, and then Onyewu, the defender, scored, made it 3-1. Second half, Ross McCormack, not long after the restart, made it 3-2. Johnny Jackson scoring, made it 4-2. McCormack adding a second of the game. Actually, no, before Jackson, it was Sean Kavanagh. So that would have been 3-3, I want to say. 3-1, 3-2. Yeah, 3-3. Johnny Jackson just after the hour, 4-3. And then McCormack with the second of the game made it 4-all. Lores, again, a poor game. Gudmundsson, a little bit better. Probably should have awarded Harriott with a start in this match, but I didn't. Didn't even come off the bench, actually, so that's probably bad. Onyewu got a high rating because of the goal, but apart from that, really poor. Henderson had a poor game in goal, but unfortunately Hubert's injured at the moment, so we're having to stick with Henderson. And Hubert, I've had contact from Stade Liège manager, because Hubert was on loan from Liège, our parent club, moaning that we weren't giving him first team football, but he's just not very good. He's not been very good for us. Brian Ruiz to Williams. And then Ruiz again. So here was the first goal. Gudmundsson just smashes it up pitch. And then I'm not quite sure what Hinman was doing there. He pretty much set Barrow off. And Barrow, that was too easy for the Gambia midfielder, attacking midfielder, or striker, depending on where you want to play him. He works well in both areas. So this was to make it 2-0. Here was Morgan Fox. And here's George Tukidine to Gudmundsson. And then Jackson. And then Barrow. And then Barrow sort of switches place with Tukidine, and then Tukidine he flailed wildly at that. It went in. So that was okay, that was a good celebration. So that was 2-0. And then Kavanagh with the corner. Woodrow with the near post header. 2-1. And then the next goal made it 3-1. any time now. 37 minutes played. Jackson with the corner. Onyewu with the header before anyone else. Made it 3-1. And then Fulham got one again. This was directly from kickoff, so let's just see how long this takes. This is our kickoff as well, so they won possession and scored within a minute of us kicking off. Ross McCormack brought down, but Brian Ruiz wins it back. So this must have been Jesus Christ, this must have been a really quick goal from the restart. Williams, and there's the cross, and then it came out to Roberts on the other side, and then Brian Ruiz. So they came straight out of the blocks, Fulham, after that half time. So that must have been a pretty good team talk. Roberts, McCormack, and there's the shot. So that took just over 30 seconds from us kicking off them to win possession and score. So that made it 3-2. But then they weren't finished there. 3-3. Kavanagh here. Free kick. Hit the bar and went in. So, yeah, that was 3-3. So then we scored again. This was number 4 for us. Henderson with the goal kick. This was Johnny Jackson, I believe, our captain. So that was a terrible goal kick. Here's Cousins. It was our goal kick. What am I talking about? Barrow to Lores. And still going is Lores. Barrow. And good Munson. There's the cross. Hook took it in with a header. Came back to Jackson. And that was I think I took a deflection of Amarabieta. But Jackson gets his... that's actually his first goal from open play this season. All his other 4 goals have been penalties. And it's good to see that he's got an injury-free season as well. He had a calf injury last season that kept him out for a good 4 or 5 months. Really affected his game. And then this was to make it 4-4. This was Ross McCormack's second goal of the game. And, with an hour played, I thought there's going to be a huge amount of goals. There's going to be another 6-4 or 6-3 or 5-4 or something like that. So here's Tukadine. And then passes it back to Barrow. To Solly on the right. I started Solly because Vermeil didn't have the best of games. I could have started Bartlett, but I went with Solly because he hadn't played very much. And he actually had a really bad game. Dan Burn with a pass up to Woodrow. And players into the box. Woodrow puts McCormack through. And that's the header. And that was 4-4. And then we've got one more game to look at. 2 more games to look at. I played 5. This was a 1-1 draw away against Bradford. Germanson gone on the score sheet. 18 minutes. Good performance by him. McLean, 83 minutes. Tukadine got a 6.2 after getting, 3 goals in the last 3 games? A 6.2. Lores, again, another dreadful game. And then substitutes were pretty meh, really. So let's just look at the 2 goals here before we look at the last game. And then we can start, and then we can play against Derby County, who have actually just... sacked their manager recently and actually offered me a job interview, like my character. I declined, the reasoning being that we are fighting for promotion and Derby are in the relegation zone. So, that would be a real climb down. Goodmunson with a goal there, went through the goalkeeper Owen's legs. Bradford, they didn't have, they had a bit more luck in at the weekend, of course, knocking out whoever they knocked out. Sunderland, wasn't it? I didn't even remember now. I can't live alone. It was Sunderland, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. So yeah, Bradford, they've actually been rewarded with the tie against Reading. So either Bradford or Reading will be... Oh, that was a weird shot. Either Bradford or Reading will be going to Wembley, because one of those will be in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And then we've got to beat Blackburn. So yeah, so there's the 2 goals there. So in the last game, this was the first of 2 games against Huddersfield. We won this 2-0 at the Valley. Wasn't an entirely convincing performance. I decided to drop Lores for this game. Didn't come off the bench. I also started Vita Kele, but he didn't do too well. And then looking at the substitutes, pretty meh. But defensively, we were good here. Huddersfield had 19 shots, but we defended well. Henderson with a decent goalkeeping display. So I'm pleased with our performance here. Jordan Cousins scored in the 42nd minute. And then in the injury time in the second half, it was a Joel Lynch own goal, made it 2-0. So, yeah, pretty even match actually. But again, we took our chances and they didn't. Well, we didn't really take our chances. We had 1 goal and an own goal, but no goals for Huddersfield. So this was the first goal. So this is Johnny Jackson corner. and then it came to Cousins, and he hits a shot into the roof of the net from about 15 yards out. That was his first goal of the season, remarkably, after he had a really good first season on the save. But that's his first goal so far this season. We're into December. So then this was first half injury time. This was the own goal. Here's Callum Harriott. And looks like a bit of a fog. And then, so here's Lewis with a hoof up pitch. Looks like a bit of fog or something, or mist in the valley. Either that or it's my screen, but I don't think it is. Onyewu to Jackson, and here's Tukadine. And it was won by Barrow. Tukadine again, and then Chuli passes it to Solly on the right, and then so here it was. No, we're going to have another cross. Harriott. This time there is a cross, and well, it was an own goal by Lynch. Pretty unfortunate, really. So that's that. So we can finally go on to the game. So today we've got Derby County. So having a look at the table. So Derby were in the relegation zone, and they still are. And I got offered a job interview because they just sacked their manager. Also, Martin Yule was sacked from Burnley. There were a lot of managerial casualties recently. So it's interesting to see who is managing who. So who is the new Derby manager now? It's Russell Slade. So yeah, been a few change rounds. So Derby County at home today. We should be winning this. They're playing a 4-5-1. We're going to play something very similar, something like this. So who do we want to play in this match? I don't think we need to make any drastic changes, really. I don't think we need to do anything. Have we got any injuries? The only injury we have is Hubert, our goalkeeper. So we'll keep that as it is. BK's returned from his loan. It was only for 1 month. He only played a couple of games out there. And well, I'm wondering whether I should give him a spot on the bench, or maybe even in the first team. Our last time out, we didn't do too badly. Church is now back as well, so we could look at maybe playing him because we haven't really played him yet. He's lacking in match fitness, so I should probably have him in some under 21 games or something to get up his match fitness before playing him. But I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna keep this team though because it's not doing too badly. So that's what we're gonna do. Submit that team, and I'm hoping that we can get a home win here to actually have the same number of wins and draws, and that'll put us up to 44 points. And hopefully Bournemouth and Cardiff. Cardiff are away at Barnsley, who are in 14th. Who have Bournemouth got? Bournemouth are away at leaders Norwich. So Norwich will be favourites there, so hopefully we can make ground on these guys and maybe go up to third or even second, depending on how results go. So Derby's team, they've got Grant, Freeman, Keogh, Shotton, Zveritic, Will Hughes and Fawn, Bryson, Ward, Bennett, and then Russell. Connor Salmon's on the bench. Jordan Rossiter is on the bench. Must have loaned him from Liverpool. Is that Andre Santos? No, it's not. Alefi Santos. I was just thinking, who the hell would sign Andre Santos? Honestly, one of the worst Arsenal players in recent history. Okay, you can take care of that. Okay, so I fully expect you to keep our run going and win this match. I'll say that, and then start. Here we go. Push that back up, and 2D Classic. Here we are. Kick off. We start off well here, I think, and Jackson to Goodmanson, and well, that was a poor pass. But tried to find Wiggins, but it was too short, far too short. 2 minutes played, no shots. We've had early possession though, and Wednesday already have a goal. Ryan Shotton with a long throw here into the area. Bryson back to Ryan Shotton. His Ward and Shotton again, and that shot was off target. First shot of the game though. 10 minutes played now, still no shots, and it's Derby in possession of the ball again. So we've had possession, but their possession has been the highlights. Saved by Henderson, and now we counter. Here we go, it's Goodmanson, and here's Vitakele. That's a card for us, I think. Our captain Jackson has been booked. 15 minutes played. Possession has crawled down slightly. It's pretty much even now, and Derby have just crawled ahead in that perspective, and we've yet to have a shot. 20 minutes plays. Jackson with a free kick, and it's headed away by Keogh, only as far as Chris Solly. Here's Jackson now, the captain, and Chuli, and back to Gomez and Cousins. Solly with a cross, Chuli, Can he get a ball in there? Barrow, that was too easy. About 4 or 5 yards out. Modo Barrow with his 9th goal of the season. And Crystal his ball in. Found Chuli. Chuli managed to get it around. Derby had 5 players on one Chuli. That shows you how much they rate him. Verticale is already on a 6.5 after half an hour. 6.4. That's what I mean about our strikers. They're just not performing well. Viticale wins the ball back here. Here's Johnny Jackson. And here's Barrow again. And Viticale. And it was saved by Grant. But there's a shot on target for the Angolan. Jackson corner. It was headed by Freeman. And it's gone out for a corner again. Jackson maybe this time will look to get it onto one of our players. It was kicked out by Keogh. Good clearance there. Ward with a free kick for Derby. Over. Just one shot on target for Derby. Charlton have been a bit better. Started off poorly, but last 15-20 minutes or so, much better. Jackson with the ball here. Here's Barrow. Viticale. Shot was blocked. Bryson clears it away out for a throw. We were going to get a long throw into the box, but didn't really go to anybody at all. Jordan Cousins to Jackson. And here's Barrow again. And there's the shot. And it was just wide. But we're getting shots away here, which is good to see. But Viticale's shots... Well, I think he's been pretty quiet, actually. I'm going to try and change Viticale's role. Let's try advanced forward. See if we have any more luck with that. Because as a complete forward, it doesn't seem to be doing the job. Onyewu with another long throw. This time Viticale went for the header, but it was Keogh. Here's Onyewu, and now Viticale. And he finds Cousins, and that was a poor shot. But we're getting all the shots here, and it's half time now. So we're looking good. Could do better, but we'll say there's room for improvement. Something like that. Your finishing's been poor. And then I'm going to say I'm impressed with how you control the midfield. And defence, you weren't that bad. Viticale looking to switch off. That's alright, I'll take him off if he gets worse. Need to have chats on my strikers, so they're not doing well. Here's was that Mason Bennett? Onyewu with a foul. I think that was Mason Bennett, I'm not quite sure though. We've got a free kick here, Derby, in a good position. And they've just had one shot on target so far, but that was a clear-cut chance. That shot was on target, but it went straight to Stephen Henderson. And he gets it up pitch, went for Viticale, but didn't find him. Johnny Jackson, free kick, goes over. Grant hits it up pitch with a goal kick. Header by Onyewu. And here's Bryson. And he lost out to Jackson. Here's Viticale. And then Barrow. Jackson. Back to Cousins. And they're getting players forward here. Chuli to Barrow. Viticale. Gudmundsson. That's 2-0. Good setup by Viticale. Unselfish. And Johan Berg Gudmundsson gets his goal. Excellent stuff for him. Good to see him back to scoring ways. So here we go. Chuli and Barrow. Excellent link-up play between Barrow and Viticale. And Gudmundsson completely unmarked. That was an easy play shot. There was no way he was going to miss that. 51 minutes played. 2-0 up. This is a good performance so far. I'm really happy with this. Shot into Zveritic. Here's Mason Bennett. I'm going to assume it's him because he does play for Derby unless he's moved and it's a different one. Zveritic again. Here's Ward. And he doesn't find Bennett. Cousins to Wiggins. Jackson. Keogh intercepts the pass to Viticale. Here's Onyewu again. Jackson. Keogh to Thorne. Bennett. To Thorne. And that shot was well wide. Henderson's shot. Goal kick rather. Headed by Keogh. They've won a lot of headers from the goal kicks over Derby. So maybe look at Henderson's distribution. Here's Russell and Mason Bennett. Goodness me. It was 1-on-1 there and you just shot. And that was a dreadful shot as well at that. 58 minutes played now. Freeman with a throw into Hughes and he's dispossessed. Here's Viticale to Barrow. Chuli now to Jackson. Barrow. Still Barrow. But he was eventually dispossessed. Here's Iguchi Onyewu to Jordan Cousins. Here's Jackson to Barrow. Viticale, come on, shoot. He did, but it was straight at Grant. Grant, distribution, no, Jackson to Gudmundsson. Still going as Gudmundsson. Finds Johnny Jackson. Barrow. Shot was blocked. Jackson will win it back. Here's Jordan Cousins now. To Modo Barrow. Tries to find Wiggins on the left, but it's come to Goodmunson. Shotton clears it away. Goes out for a throw-in. Craig Bryson's been taken off. Hendrick is on. Here's Goodmunson. And Solly now on the right. And the cross is blocked. Solly wins it back though. Finds Jordan Cousins. And he was tackled by Thorne. Here's Russell now. Bennett. Pass was intercepted. Goodmunson passes it safely back to Henderson. And we start again from the back. Really good performance so far with just over an hour played. Derby have had 10 shots though. In that time, Bennett was offside. I don't want to take Jackson off because he's actually doing really well. Well, that was a good goal kick. Vetakele. Oh my goodness! Right, Vetakele is coming off because his finishing has been dreadful. In fact, I'm going to make a double change. I'm going to bring on Tukadine for Vetakele as a target man, and I'm going to bring on Damon Dizay for Johnny Jackson, and I'm going to start controlling this game. Because we're having a lot of shots, Derby, on the counter-attack. They're not threatening shots, but they're shots nonetheless. And we need to start controlling the game. Zveretic, that ball finds Connor Salmon. And Bennett now. He's one-on-one, surely. Mason Bennett sucks. I can't believe I bought this guy for Liverpool last year. He absolutely sucks. I want to see his ratings at the end of the game. Dizay free kick goes over. 78 minutes. We're looking good value for our lead. Very good performance so far. 18 minutes played now. I'm going to swap on Yewu for BK just to keep it fresh in defence. At least BK will actually be getting some game time then as well. We can stop crying. Mason to Will Hughes. To Mason again. Hendrick. Here's Russell. And he's tackled by Wiggins. Wiggins to Dizeu. Here's George Tukadine. And still he goes. Finds Barrow to Dizeu. Chuli. Saved by Grant. And it's cleared away by Freeman. Only as far as Wiggins. And they'll try again here, Charlton. Dizeu. Wiggins. Cross. Headed away by Shotton. Dizeu. Shoot. Oh, I think he went to try and pass to Barrow, but it was cleared away again. Mason Bennett to Will Hughes. That was a poor pass. Solly wins the ball. Goodmunson dispossessed by Russell. And Salmon is one-on-one here. And he goes straight at Henderson. Good save by the goalkeeper. Here's a corner. Only third corner of the game for Derby. 85 minutes played. I'm going to start going to contain now. They haven't threatened with their shots. Will Hughes header. Corner rather. 87 minutes played now. We're looking really, really good. And that'll be full time pretty much. Dizeu to Barrow. Can we get one more goal just to wrap it up at the end? Here's Hendrick to Zveretic, and that's full time. Very comfortable 2-0 victory. I'm actually really pleased with how that went. Few players did badly. Well, not badly, but few players. Jackson, he beat a lot of passes and stuff, so I'm not quite sure why he's only rated as 6-6. Defenders all getting over 7, so it's a clean sheet, so that's expected. Barrow, man of the match. He got a goal. Chuli with an assist. Vetakele with an assist as well. That put him up to 6.7. Other than that, he was pretty ineffective. So that's that. I'm really pleased with how that went, actually. A good win, boys. Well done. That's good to see. So a 2-0 win. That's a good performance. Barrow and Goodmunson with the goals. 20 shots only on target. That probably shows you how many Vetakele missed. We do still save 4th place though. So having a look, Cardiff did beat Barnsley 3-0. Meanwhile, Bournemouth got a goalless draw against Norwich. So we are level on points with Bournemouth, but our goal difference is slightly less. But we have a return match at Huddersfield in the next game. And as for our next live commentary, we'll have a look at our schedule and see. Goodness me, that's a heavy schedule. Okay, that's really odd. I think that might be because we were in a cup game or something with that Huddersfield match. We got 3 games in 5 days. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Right, we're going to sack their manager, Paul Mariner. Season of good cheer. So let's look at our schedule and see who we're going to face next. Now, we could face leaders Norwich. That'd be fun. And we have an FA Cup game, so I'll do that. I'll play that off screen. If we get far in the FA Cup, then I'll start doing live commentaries and that. But I'm not expecting. They're not expecting us to get past the third round, I don't think. So our next game will be live commentary. Our next live commentary will be away against the leaders Norwich. Not going to be easy. Earlier in the season, we had a goalless draw at the Valley. So hopefully we can beat the leaders and increase or decrease that gap. We're only 3 points behind Norwich. Did they lose? Oh no, they drew 0-0, didn't they, with Bournemouth? So yeah. So that was actually a pretty favourable result. So if we can beat Norwich, then we are actually in a good position because our goal difference is superior. So up at that top of the table, it is wide open. The top 4, I think, could all win the championship. And Ipswich and Hull, they're 6 points behind us. So I think they have an outside chance. It's still doable with a half of the season played. So we're at the halfway mark. I'm going to end this off here, guys. So as I said, there'll only be 2 live commentaries on each save in a week now, and then Simulation Sundays will be coming. Hopefully this Sunday, we'll see. But if not, it'll be next Sunday, my Football Manager experiments. I'm going to end this off here, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.